And in that libero, Owen. Winner of this will move on to the final, which was scheduled for 6. Hoping we're training a little bit ahead of time so we can all get home and watch the Blue Jays win the World Series tonight. Rebels are going to start with the ball. Number 5, Lennon Brown, back at the line, looking to get things started on the scoreboard. First serve is good. Back row, nice high pass. It's going to be free ball back from the Rockets. Clay takes first touch. Lennon setting over to Clay, who sets that deep, and there's a, I thought that was a double touch, but into the net it ends up, so irrelevant nonetheless. Rebels take the first point. Lennon goes back for serve number 2. That one goes out of bounds, far side of the court. Rockets even up the score with that, 1 apiece. That serve is in, back corner, finding an empty spot. Rebels here running 2 defenders kind of in that deep backcourt and 3 in the middle. Can leave those corners open a bit. That one's back row middle. Lennon takes first touch, back set to Ezra, nice big hit, but long out of bounds. Across the courts. Houston Hilmer back on serve here. Another good one. This one goes to Ryder. Nice high pass. Ezra takes second touch. Clay's going to set this one deep. Pass up, comes over in 2, but it's out of bounds here on the attempted dump set. Ezra Bean now back to serve number 16 for the Rebels. Rebels down by 1 point here, 3-2. Serve is good. Bump to middle. Ooh, attack. Rambles through the blocks and finds the court. So Rockets take the point, 4-2. Nice pass up from Clay. It's going right side. The hit is good off the blocker's hands and into Rocket territory. Rebels take the point, and now they're down by 3, and Clay Templeton back to serve. Looking to tie up this game here. Serve is good. Back row sets that to the setter, middle tip. Rebels pick that up. It's going to be free ball back to the Rockets, though, as they set up another attack. They're going left side this time. Big swing, out of bounds. Tie game, 4 apiece. Clay still back on serve. Referee here, heading to the scorekeeper's table with lineup card in hand, having a bit of a conversation there. I think they're maybe having a conversation on the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure it's correct, 4 apiece. Maybe it's not. 3. The Rebels have 3. This referee is on the ball. So Rebels still trailing by 1 here. The score clock in the gym was wrong. They got that fixed up, and now we're back into action. Here comes another serve from Clay Templeton. Comes in short, but inbounds. It's going to be set over and tipped out of bounds on the block, so Rockets will take that point. As they're up now 2 points, 5-3. Number 13, Elliot Ermel, back to serve for the Rockets. That one's going shallow. Ryder takes first touch. It goes out of bounds. 6-3 now. Pass goes over in 1. It's tipped back. Rebels able to get this back over in 3. Rockets going left side. The tip is up, but it's short and into the net. Rebels will get the point there. Number 1, Kyron Sater back to serve for the Rebels. Down by 2. Front row attackers, we have Ryder and Ezra. Lennon setting. Rockets here going right side. It's tipped over. Clay takes first touch. That one goes to Ezra. Dumped over in 2. Rebels are scrambling, but they're going to recover and dump that back in 3. Rockets now scrambling. It's out of bounds. For a little rally there, Rebels come up with the point. Now they're trailing by 1. 5-2-6. Kyron back for serve number 2. Serve is good. Rockets are going to send the free ball over here. They set that one middle of the court. Kyron now setting over to Ezra. It's going to be tipped and just gets by the blockers for a tie point. 6-2-6. Rebels right back in this now. Good serve comes in shallow. It's back in 1. Ryder, right idea. He's at that net trying to send it back, but just doesn't get the jump timing quite right there. Rockets walk away with the point, and now they are on serve. Number 14, Gab, back at the line. Serve is good, set from the front row. Nice swing there from Ezra Bean. Out of that right side, tie things back up, 7 apiece. And Ezra will head back to the line here. Quick libero swap on the court. Owen checks in for Clay. Serve is good. Flex out of bounds. Rebels now taking their, maybe not their first lead, but first time they've led in a while here. Another good serve, and that one's up into the roof on the first pass. So Rebels now 2 ahead. Ezra back to serve with a score of 9-7. Another good serve, comes in shallow. Rockets dump it in 2. Rebels now setting to that left side. Big swing by Ryder, goes to the back row. Miscommunication on the Rockets. 2 players just staring at that ball, watching it hit the court. Clay checks back into the game here for Owen. Another good serve there from Ezra. It's going to be dumped over in 3, and they just find a empty spot on the court. Both Ezra and Lennon trying to make a run at that, but couldn't quite get there in time. So Rockets will steal the point. We have a 2-point game. Substitution there on the Rocket side. Checking into the game, we have Mason Van de Site. He's going to go back, take over on serving duties. Serve is good. Ezra takes first touch. Lennon's going to set this one to middle. Francois gets stuffed though, and a good block recovery. Rebels send it back in 3. Rockets now going to set this over in 3. Rebels here trying to set something up. It's a little tight to the net, and they try to bump that over, but just a little too close. Unable to get that one to travel, so 1-point game. Rebels up 10-9. We got a line fault violation on the far side of the court. Rebels will take the 3 points here and heading back to the line. Number 9, Ryder Wall. Nice shallow serve. It's tight to the net and comes back real quick. Rebels try to make a play on that, but unsuccessful. Number 4 now back to serve. Cage. Ooh, that serve has some heat. Flipped right through the hands of Francois and into that back row. Tie game, 11 apiece. As Rocket server number 4 bringing some heat on these serves. Short into the net is serve number 2. And that's going to bring Lennon back to serve here for the Rebels. Done a full rotation on the court. Back at the top of the lineup. Serve is good and inbounds right at the feet of the defenders. Great serve there from Lennon. 13-11 now. Rebels up by 2. Oh, another good serve. It was maybe going out of bounds, but it was close enough for them to guess. They dumped that in 3. Big set up to Clay out of left side. Nice kill there. The nice set from Lennon here, so that gives the Rebels point number 14. They're up by 3, 14-11. Another great serve. Passed up, it's tight to the net. Had a couple players touch that. I thought they were going to get called for 4 there. Quick back and forth. London setting this over left. Clayton's going to... Ooh, right idea. He tried to set that one just into the corner, but a little too much English on that. It goes out of bounds, and that brings up Rocket captain number 8, Houston Hilmer, to serve. Nice serve. Ezra passes that one up. Bumped over in the middle. It's going to be free ball back to the Rockets. Rockets scrambling on touch 2, and it's going to be a carry call after a tough first pass by the Rockets. So Francois now back to serve. Rebels up by 3, 15-12. Serve is good, back row. Pass up to the setter, left side attack into the net. 16-12. Rebels here with 4-point lead, the biggest lead so far of this match, but certainly still a very close game. Good serving. That one's set up high into the roof in the back row, and that's going to be enough for Rocket coach to call timeout. And they're going to take a little break and chat this one over. I think so far some of the keys we're seeing in this first set from the Rebels is very consistent serving. A couple good hits there as well. Being ready on the quick dumps that are coming back over in 1 and 2, so definitely seeing some good gameplay out there. Rockets, tough team. They lost to Gravelberg earlier today, but it was a very close match. Went to extra points. Of course, winner of this game punching their ticket to the South Central Bantam Boys District Final right after this game. Well, there's a semifinal game after this, and then the final to follow. Rebels ready to go back to work here. Francois still back at the service line, carrying a 5-point lead now, 17-12. We got Clay and Ezra hitting in the front row here. It's going to be free ball back to the Rebels. Clay takes first touch. Lennon setting this back door to Kyron. Nice cross-court hit, and it just travels a little too far out of bounds. Is the call there. We're seeing a substitution now on the Rocket side of the court. Checking into the game, Daxon Powell in for Mason Van de Sype. Nice high serve. Pass goes over to Kyron right side, and it's just set goes over the net, out of bounds. Actually called for 2 touch there as well on the set, so Rockets get the point there and back to serve. Short serve into the net. Rebels will take the point there. Back to serve, Clay Templeton, which means front row hitters right now, Ezra and Ryder Wall. It's going to be free ball, but miscommunication again on the Rocket side of the net. Ball lands on the court. 19-14 Rebels as they close in on point number 20. And Clay with another great serve set from the back row. It's going to be free ball back to the Rebels. Kyron takes first touch, so that means Lennon's setting here to middle, but it's just kind of right between middle and left, so Ryder takes that one, but just a little too late and bumps it into the net. Elliot Ermel now back to serve for the Rockets. Serve is going back row middle. after a set fake out there. 3 points now, 19-16. Rebels got to get this ball back before this game gets real close. Nice pass from Ryder. It's a little tight to the net. 2 points now, 17-19. Rebels here giving the Rockets a bit of runway on a comeback. Serve is good. This one goes over to Ezra. It's bumped over, but the block is there. Block coverage not there. 1 point game. Rockets 19, Rebels 18. The Rebels were leading by 5. They are now just down to a 1 point lead. Serve is good. Nice pass from Clay. This one's going middle. Ezra's up. Good hits. Out of bounds. It's long. Officially tied up, 19 apiece. Close game on our hands here. Elliott Earl serve is good. Kyron's setting this one. He dumps it in 2. Never mind. It's going to be sent back from the Rockets, and they find a nice deep open spot on the court. Rockets now up by 1. That'll be enough for Coach Peter Bell to call a timeout and have a little chat with the guys on the sideline here. After leading by 5, they find themselves down by 1, 20-19, late in set 1. Looking for some answers here. Rebels down by 1. Let's get this ball back. Next up, we have Rockets serving. This one's going right to Ryder. Nice pass. Kyron set in middle. And it's a nice tip there from Ezra. Gets the Rockets scrambling. Kyron now back to serve, 20-20. Nice serve from Kyron, and that's going to hit the ground off a back row set that just doesn't have enough under it. Rebels up by 1. We're seeing a substitution now on the Rocket side of the court. Caden Karst checking in for Elliott Ermel. Goes to the back row, serve receive. Kyron back for set serve number 2. Ooh, just over the tape, and it goes up into the roof as it touches the net on its way by, just clearing the net. 22-20. Another great serve from Kyron. It comes back in 1. Plays there to take first touch. It goes back to Ryder, and it's out of bounds. Got to get those sets either middle or left. Brandon, I can do that. I can say that because he's my side. So I get some leeway on that. Here comes another serve. Out of bounds though. 23-21. Back on serve, Ezra Bean. Short into the net. 23-22. Rockets trailing by 1. Substitution now checking back in to serve will be Mason Van de Sype for number 12, Daxton Powell. Mason heads to the line here. Deep we have Kyron and Ezra. Mid-range, Clay, Francois, and Ryder. This one's going mid-range. Francois sets this one. He's going to go free ball back over in 3. Left side attack, it's set over. Ezra steps up to grab that. Kyron's going left side. Ryder's up, good hit. Rockets dig that up, free ball back to the Rebels. Kyron now tipping this one over. It's going to be called a net violation on the Rockets. 24-22. Rebels here poised to take this first set. Back to serve, number 9, Ryder Wall, and Rockets are going to elect for a final timeout here, as the first set is 1 point away, but this is still a very close matchup, can turn real quick, so 2 point lead certainly not a safe lead. Got to play hard to the final points here, so I'm sure that's some of the advice Coach Bell is giving the squad down on the court. All right, both teams back on the court here. Ryder, Wall, back to serve. Serve is good, shallow front row. It's going to be tight and tipped over in 2. First pass is tight, and we're going to get called net violation after first pass was just a little bit tight to the net. 23-24, Rockets are bringing up Cage Fafard to serve. We still have Kyron Ezra deep. Clay Francois Ryder mid-court. That one goes to Kyron. Lennon's going to be setting this one to Francois, who tips it middle of the court. Big carry there, not called. Rebels now going left side. Clayton's up. Clay, sorry. Good hit from Clay Templeton. And Rebels close this one out 25-23. Very close matchup here with the Rockets out of Assiniboia. But Rebels hang in there to take that first set. They're going to be switching sides here and getting ready for set number 2. So the next semifinal after this, I believe, is Gravelberg versus Mossbank. And so the winner of that will secure their spot in the final. Of course, winner of this game will also be heading to the final gold medal district matchup. Rebels sitting on 1 set in hand here, looking to close it out in 2. Rockets looking to force a third. Bridget, I know you're speeding. Slow down. You're going to get a speeding ticket. Referee checking the lineup card. Here comes the ball over to the Rocket side of the net. They're going to start with serve. It's going to be number 4, Cage Fafard. To start things here for set 2. Serve is good, back row. It's tough first pass. Rebels trying to scramble to get that over, and it does get to the net, but Rocket's able to shut that down real quick. First point goes to Assiniboia after some scrambling there on the court. That serve is short into the net. Rebels will take the free points here, and Lennon Brown cycles back to the service line with a tie game, 1 apiece. Nice serve there from Lennon. Grazing the net, but landing at the feet of the back row. Rebels up 2-1. Another good one comes front row. Setter's going to go middle on this, and big hit. Finds that back corner. The Rockets take the point, tie things back up 2 apiece. Nice serve there from Rocket player number 8. Clay sets this one deep, and it's in. Rockets thought that one was going a little long, decided to leave it, but inbounds by a decent margin there, and that's going to see Francois back to serve, number 4 for the Rebels. They are up by 1, 3-2. Serve goes front row middle. bump over to left side. They're going to tip that one. Good coverage by Lennon. Kyron setting this one. Good tip from Ezra. Contested at the net. Party ball rejected by some great defensive play there. Out of middle by number 16, Ezra Bean. Rebels take the point. Francois' second serve is short into the net. It's going to bring up number 11, Leon Alberts, for the Rockets. There is a substitution on the court. Number 12, Daxon Powell, checking back in. First pass from Ezra. They're going right side, but we're going to get called for a two-touch set on number 1 there. Rockets take the point, tie things up, 4 apiece. Serve is good. It's tight to the net. Inbounds is the call on that second touch dump set. Rebels take that one 5-4 now. Clay back to serve for front row serve. Hit out of right side. Ezra there for the block, but it kind of just gets lodged between his arms and stays on the Rebel side of the net. So back to tie game 5 apiece. Nice, good serve there. Kyron chases that down. Ezra's going to set this one deep on 3. Rockets going left side, swinger up. Got touches on the block. Rebels send it back in 2, trying to regroup. Middle attack now is set out of middle. Lennon bumps this one over to left side, but attack goes into the net. Rockets take the point, 6-5. They're up by 1. Number 13, Elliot Ermel, back on the service line. Rebels got Francois Lennon deep on serve, receive. That one goes to Clay. Nice pass up to Kyron. Good swing there by Ezra out of middle. No one has a chance at that one. That'll give the Rebels point number 6, back to tie game number 1. Kyron Sater now back to serve for the Rebels. Looking to build a lead. First serve is good. Set out of the front row. It's going to be free ball back to the Rebels. Clay takes that in the back row. Kyron now set in middle. Ezra sets this one deep. Well placed. Deep ball there from Ezra. On a great play. 7-6 now. Rebels up by 1. Kyron back for serve number 2. Got Drew and Ezra in the front row on the hitting duties. Rockets here going right side. They hit this one deep. Clay takes first touch. Kyron now setting over to Drew. He sets this one over. Couple touches on this. Not going to make it over. Rebels take the point. Up by 2 now. Kyron back for serve number 3. Jump serve is good. Comes in shallow front row and big party ball at the net, but just a little too much enthusiasm, and Ezra making contact with the net. Rockets take the point. We are back to 1 point differential here, 8-7. Serve is good. Back row setter grabs that, and the pass goes over in 2 accidentally. Rockets there to tip it over, but they tip it out of bounds. Rebels will take the point. Substitution now on the court. We see checking into the game for the Rockets, I believe number 2. That's Cole Patulli. Ezra Bean back to serve. Nice serve. It goes up into the roof. Rebels now up by 3, 10-7. Biggest lead so far of the set, and what's been fairly close back and forth between these two squads. That one's setting a deep serve. Goes through the hands of back row. 11-7 now. Rebels up by 4. Here comes a jump serve by Ezra. Nice float on that. 12-7. I think the Rockets might be considering a timeout here pretty soon if 1 or 2 of those sneak by. Rebels up by 5. Here comes another great serve from Ezra. 13-7. Timeouts. Rockets, as predicted. from the broadcast booth, 13-7. Rebels up by 6 here in set 2 in a must-win situation. Loser goes home. Winner moves on to the final.
1, 2, 3, Rockets!
Rockets, quick huddle there. Already back on the court. They may just be trying to ice the server here on the Rebel side of the net, as we sometimes see that strategy-wise on timeouts. But Ezra back at the line, looking to keep the streak intact. And he does. Nice high serve. Rockets send it back over in 3. Ezra takes first touch. Kyron's setting this one middle. Francois up, big hit. Sees some net action, and it's going to be point for the Rebels. Francois. I think Francois was trying to tell the ref he's on the net. Referee's just shaking him off, saying don't worry about it. Honest Eddie over there. I like it. It's integrity. 14-7. This serve lands a little bit short into the net. Substitution here for the Rockets coming in to serve. Again, Mason Van de Sype for number 12, Daxon Powell. We got Ezra Kyron deep on serve. This one's going to go shallow though to Francois. Tough pass. Unable to convert that one into a second pass, so it's going to be 14-9. Rebels up by 5. No such thing as a safe lead here. Got to get this ball back. Nice high serve. Set goes over the net, and it's going to end up being I thought it was going to be double touch, but it does land on the Rocket floor. So it's point for the Rebels. Drew Dayton back to serve, carrying a 6-point lead, 15-9 for the Rebels. We got Clay and Francois front row hitting. That one comes over in 2. Clay is there at the net to shut that down. With a good heads-up defensive play out of that left side from number 11, Clay Templeton. Drew Dayton back on serve. Now the good serve there from Drew goes to the back row. Setter has to chase this down, but it actually ends up high into the roof. 17-9 now. Rebels up by 8. We're going to see substitution. Kessler Lemieux looking to check in for the Rockets. Outcoming is Leon Alberts. Drew back on serve number 3 here. Looking to grow this lead even more. Out of bounds out the back of the court. Rockets will take that one as they hit double digits, 17-10. Rebels are scrambling. It's going to be free ball back to the Rockets. Now they have a setup here to middle or left side actually, but long hit out of bounds with no touches. 18-10. Rockets are doing another substitution. Cage Fafard checking into the game for Heat Italia. Back on serve, number 5, Lennon Brown, carrying an 8-point lead, 18-10. Serve is good, back row. Setter calls for help. It's going to be free ball back to the Rebels. Francois takes first touch. This one goes over to Kyron. Good big hit, but long out of bounds. Substitution now. Gab checking in for the Rockets in place of Cole Patuli. Serve is good. Goes back row to Owen Irvin. Deflects out of bounds. Point goes to the Rockets as they cut this lead down to 6. Ezra taking the first touch here. Kyron going left side. Clay's up. Big hit by Clay. Dug up by the Rockets. They dump that one in 3 and it is inbounds. 18-13 now. We see a swap out in the back row. Drew Dayton checks back in for libero. Owen Urban. Got a shoe tie on the court here, so slight delay, and here we go with another rocket serve. As we're taking that first one from the back row, the set is long, but Clayton makes a good move to tip that one up and over. Now back over to Clay, big swing, nice dig though from the Rockets. They try to kick this one on the second touch, unsuccessfully. And now we're seeing a substitution. Number 13 checking out of the game, Elliot Ermel, and back on the court here, Zeke McCaslin. Francois back to serve. Front row takes that with the set. It's going left side. The hit is low into the net. Rebels hitting point number 20, up by 7. Sitting in pretty good shape, but again, no such thing as a safe lead here. 20-13 for the Rebels. Good serve from Francois. It is shanked, and Rockets not able to make a second play on that. So 10 checking into the game here. Rain Samard. In for number 8, Houston Hilmer. And Francois back at the service line with an 8-point lead. Serve is good. Nice high pass. They're going left side. They set this one deep. Lennon takes first touch. Kyron has to chase that one down. It's tight to the net. Good athletic play there from number 16, Ezra Bean, to maneuver on that set, tip it over into some void space. Rebels now 3 points away from closing this out in 2 sets and punching their ticket to the final. Nice high pass. This one's going left. They bump it over. It's tight to the net. Ezra taking touch 2. Kyron's up with a hit. Finds the court with a cross swing attack. 23-13. Francois still back on serve. Nice serve from Francois. Front row set. The bump is going back to left side. And we got called on net violation on the Rebels. So Rockets hanging in there. They are down by 9, but they're back on serve. See number 12 check back into the game. That's Daxon Powell for the Rockets. In for Mason Van de Sijp. Serve is good. Ezra takes the first touch. It's going right side. Big swing, big hit from Clay Templeton out of the right side. Securing point 24 with authority. And Clay goes back to the service line looking to close this out. Good serve from Clay. Front row set. It's going to be a double touch on the second set. Rebels take this one 25-14, and they are off to the final here. South Central Bantam Boys District Final coming up after this next match, where we will see Mossbank and Gravelberg face off.